Hey, who that out there calling 148, indoor 150, indoor antenna around New York City? Indoor CB shop antenna around New York City. Hello. Yeah, they on sideband, man. They on sideband. They on all frequency sideband, no doubt it. Oh, me and my indoor New York City CB shop. Me and my little indoor CB shop antenna, get them all.
Oh, me? Oh, my.
Oh, snap! And a good morning to you. What kind of signal am I putting over by you on this indoor antenna? Hello. Hey, Miss Oh Me, Oh My, you want to take it down to channel 20? How about it, Poochie?
What's up? How come you're low?
Alright, what kind of signal am I doing on you over there?
Okay, you're coming in good over here. You're hitting me with 3 bars, but in the other channel, over there on 31, it's too noisy and I can't hear you.
Roger D. Now, you say 3 bars. Okay, how about St. John's and Schenectady with an indoor base antenna?
Hey, Rascal, went to another frequency, but I still got this some soda. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Miss OFF, bottom side of Dixieland, standing by. Here's your mom.
Damn, he just filled up my indoor antenna. Hey, Poochie, pick a quiet channel on your end.
It's quiet now, except somebody came in there. You changed your 20?
Yes, sir. And I got an indoor Fire Stick base antenna, and OFF is like red zoning me, man. Well, usually I kick it with him when I'm on top side, but yo, I'm gonna go back to 31. If you get a chance, you can call me. I'm sure you got the 21, right?
I don't know heck.
It's the Mother Nature thing this morning. Oh, Mother Nature got me with a 30 over 9 noise level here in Dixieland. I believe every 10 radio operator on the East Coast got them all down this morning. Good morning, gentlemen. OFF and Bam Bam still listening.
Hey, OFF, I gotta tell you, you're blowing up my New York City CB shop antenna. Hey, OFF, you blowing up my indoor Fire Stick base antenna around New York City? Indoor Fire Stick base antenna, OFF 127 crash around New York City, back wide.
Good morning out there, East Coast. Good morning. 609. With the early morning wave for
Roger D 609. I was trying to put it to OFF, man. I'm working a Fire Stick indoor base antenna around New York City. A Fire Stick indoor base antenna around New York City. Hello. Hey, Poochie.
Yes?
I get lucky. Every 5th or 6th shot, I get a half of one off.
609.
Every what?
I said every 5th or 6th shot, I get a half a shot off.
I don't understand what you're saying.
In other words, every couple of skip shots, a partial of one of them makes it in there somewhere.
That's cool. That's a good thing then. How far are you from the other 20?
About 6-7 blocks.
Okay. Are you high?
Well, if I'm talking to you on an indoor Fire Stick base antenna right now with about 25 bird, I think my top side will be something to fear when I decide to get it up there.
Oh, yeah. You're coming in good for indoor antenna, definitely.
Well, next time you get on your computer there, look up these words. Fire Stick, and then indoor base antenna, or indoor base antenna, space, Fire Stick.
Okay. Okie dokie. There were some people on 31. I don't know if it was Country Boy yesterday. They said, "Hey, where's Richie? Bye-bye." And then there was... they were saying different things. "Oh, we have to put a correction so we can get a bye-bye. Bye-bye."
Hey, Poochie, you think me on an indoor antenna is bad? You gotta tune into a school bus company frequency on your scanner. And if you think I'm doing bad, listen to a multi-billion-dollar company and listen to their communication systems. Now, mind you, their main base is in the borderline of Brooklyn and Queens, right? And they have a hard time talking to their mobiles in Queens because the Bronx and New Jersey is stepping all over them. So, what is wrong with the base station in Brooklyn if it can't communicate to its mobiles in its own air space?
Because they probably figure it's not worth paying more money to get a good system. That's the way billionaires think. Look at Bloomberg.
You know what I think? I think the systems work fine. It's just the guys doing all the work and installing the shits don't know what they're doing. I think none of the systems are efficient. I think half of them are shot to shit. I think those half-ass mechanics ought to stick to engines and goddamn moving parts and leave the radio work to the cats that know what the fuck they're doing.
Oh, that's where you come in.
No, sir. No, sir. I could say one thing, though. I could say one thing. My Uncle Richie taught me one thing in this life before he left the earth, and that was you want to hurt somebody, hit them in their pocket. And I taught him one thing before he left the earth, and that was I could cut his radio cost by 50% or better and have everything working and sounding better. Well, he didn't doubt the working and sounding better part. It was the actual overhead cost part. So I said, just give me a 2-month run and full control of all purchases for every yard. And when I handed him my stack of receipts and he told the girls, now compare everything on this list that we priorly purchased before at our price next to his and let me know what the bottom line was. When he said to me, oh, that's 60 G's in 2 months, that's not exactly peanuts, cat. Poochie, that cocksucker never handed me any, and I mean any, extra money in my pay envelope ever. Poochie, there was 5 extra C notes in that week's envelope, Poochie.
Oh, no.
Let me tell you something. I swear to God, my Uncle Richie, when I used to talk my way into jobs for him, I would talk my way in at the most minimum of wages, Poochie. You wouldn't believe it. But the radio thing, man, it's a shame because what I was doing was while I was working, see, he didn't know what I was doing for work, so we had a scenario going down. It was bad timing because, I had an insight to some work I was doing. I knew that if, these clowns sending my aunt on this fucking plane trip, they were actually murdering her and they didn't know it. And I begged and I pleaded, Poochie, and I begged and I pleaded. And everybody, even my mother who was taking the flight with her, I said, read my lips. I work undercover. I have solid evidence. What you're going to do is nothing medicinal. It's all fucking money scams. You're going to kill my aunt. Yo, Poochie, I was the only one smiling at the fucked up funeral, and I never smiled at a funeral in my life. But I really felt bad that Richie told everybody, do not let her get on that plane.
And she died?
Poochie, that lady left full vibrant, full weight, every hair on her goddamn head. And when she came home 3 weeks later, she was 20 pounds lighter, pale ghost white, couldn't stop shaking, and I could count the hairs on her head. But I guess if you put up with intense, and I mean intense shock treatments for 2 to 4 weeks while the whole world's thinking it's chemotherapy, yeah, something like that might happen.
Oh, boy. Well, it's too late now.
Yeah, but Cappy the Seraph, a.k.a. Audrey's Rosemary Baby, wow, there's something attached to him that's heavy.